Did you know that Nigeria has become the global hub for the illegal pangolin trade, a multi-billion-dollar criminal industry? Deep in the heart of West Africa's dense forest, a silent war is being fought. It is not fought with traditional weapons, but with data, surveillance, and raw courage. While the world looks away, our natural heritage is being stripped bare by shadowy syndicates. Can one man stop the tide of extinction before the last scales are sold off? Lagos ports are often the final exit point for illicit treasure stolen from the African bush. Tons of pangolin scales and elephant tusks are hidden inside shipping containers, disguised as timber or charcoal. These aren't just petty thefts, they are calculated operations by organized crime rings. These syndicates exploit poverty and porous borders to fuel a demand that spans across oceans. The stakes are lethal, and the cost of failure is the total disappearance of Nigeria's unique biodiversity. Enter the unsung guardian of the Nigerian wild, a conservationist dedicated to dismantling these networks. With a background in veterinary medicine and a heart for justice, he stands as a thin line between survival and erasure. He doesn't just rescue animals, he tracks the killers. From the bustling streets of Lagos to the remote canopy of the Cross River State, his mission is clear. He seeks to transform Nigeria from a transit hub into a sanctuary for the voiceless. Innovation is his sharpest tool in this high-stakes game. Traditional patrolling isn't enough when dealing with tech-savvy poachers. He employs undercover surveillance, using hidden cameras and digital tracking to monitor black market activities in real time. By analyzing the flow of money and goods, he maps out the hierarchy of the cartels. This isn't just about catching a hunter in the woods, it's about decapitating the entire criminal organization through strategic intelligence and forensic science gathered on the ground. The pangolin is the world's most trafficked mammal, yet few understand its importance. In Nigeria, these shy, scaly creatures are hunted ruthlessly for their scales, which are wrongly believed to have medicinal properties. As they are caught into defensive balls, they are easily plucked from the forest floor. Our hero documents their plight, capturing the heartbreaking reality of animals bound in sacks, waiting for a journey they won't survive. Every rescued pangolin is a small victory against a massive machine. Infiltrating the black markets requires nerves of steel and a perfect disguise. The conservationist and his team move through the shadows of wet markets where illegal wildlife is traded in secret. They record conversations, identify key middlemen, and gather the evidence needed for prosecution. One slip-up could mean a violent confrontation. The atmosphere is tense, thick with the smell of damp earth and the constant fear of discovery by those who profit from the slaughter of wildlife in West Africa. The battle is uphill because the rot often goes deep. Corruption within certain regulatory bodies allows shipments to bypass inspections with a simple bribe. This is the true crime element that makes conservation so dangerous. The hero must navigate a landscape where allies can become enemies for the right price. He works tirelessly to expose the officials who turn a blind eye, advocating for transparency and stricter law enforcement to ensure that no one is above the law in Nigeria. A midnight raid on a warehouse in a Lagos suburb reveals a grim sight. Hundreds of live animals are crammed into tiny, filthy crates. The team moves quickly, providing emergency medical care to the survivors. The conservationist hands are steady as he treats wounds and provides hydration. These moments of direct action are what keep the team going. Seeing a creature return to health provides a glimmer of hope amidst the overwhelming darkness of the illegal wildlife trade networks. The primary battlefield is the forest itself, a sprawling labyrinth of ancient trees and hidden trails. Here, the poachers have the home field advantage. They know every path and every hiding spot. The conservationist uses satellite imagery to identify areas of high human activity within protected zones. By predicting where the poachers will strike next, he can deploy rangers more effectively. This proactive approach is a game changer, shifting the focus from reaction to prevention in the deep woods of Nigeria. Changing minds is just as important as making arrests. In rural villages bordering the forest, the hero spends hours talking to local community leaders. He explains that a living animal is worth more to the community's future than a dead one. By providing alternative livelihoods, such as sustainable farming or ecotourism, he reduces the incentive for locals to work for the syndicates. This grassroots approach builds a human shield of protectors around the endangered wildlife of the Nigerian rural regions. A massive shipment of ivory is intercepted at the border, thanks to a tip-off from an informant. The sheer volume of the haul is staggering, representing the deaths of dozens of elephants. This is a major blow to the syndicate's profits. The conservationist stands before the crates, documenting the evidence for the international community. It is a somber reminder of why this fight matters. Each tusk is a testament to a life stolen and a heritage sold for cold, hard greed. Modern wildlife crime has moved online, into the dark corners of social media and encrypted apps. The Heroes team includes tech experts who scour the internet for illegal sales listings. They track the digital footprints of sellers, linking online profiles to physical locations. This digital frontier is the new front line of conservation. By shutting down online marketplaces, they disrupt the supply chain and make it harder for buyers to connect with the sellers of illegal animal parts across West Africa. Back at the sanctuary, the conservationist operates a state-of-the-art veterinary clinic. Here, the physical toll of the trade is most visible. Animals arrive with broken limbs, dehydration, and severe psychological trauma. The Hero's expertise as a veterinarian is crucial for their recovery. He performs delicate surgeries and designs specialized rehabilitation programs. Each animal that is successfully released back into the wild is a living symbol of defiance against the criminal networks that sought to destroy them and their habitat. Justice is often slow, but it is a necessary end to the cycle. The Hero provides expert testimony in court, presenting the forensic evidence gathered during his investigations. He faces high-priced lawyers hired by the syndicates. The courtroom becomes a theater where the future of Nigerian law is decided. Winning a conviction sends a powerful message: wildlife crime will no longer be tolerated. It is a grueling process, but every guilty verdict strengthens the rule of law in the country's environmental sector. Success relies on a network of informants who risk their lives to provide information. These individuals are often former hunters or market workers who have seen the devastation firsthand. The conservationist meets them in secret locations, ensuring their identities remain protected. Their intelligence is the lifeblood of his operations. Building trust with these communities is a slow and delicate process, but it is the only way to get ahead of the sophisticated tactics used by the poaching rings. Moving animals from a rescue site to a sanctuary is a logistical nightmare. It involves navigating rough terrain, avoiding checkpoints where corruption might linger, and ensuring the animals remain stable. The Hero coordinates these missions with military precision. Trucks are modified to provide ventilation and safety for the precious cargo. Every kilometer traveled is fraught with tension. The successful arrival at the sanctuary is a moment of collective relief for the entire conservation team and their local Nigerian supporters. This is not just a Nigerian problem, it is a global crisis. The Hero works with international agencies to track the movement of illicit goods across borders. Nigerian syndicates are often linked to larger organizations in Asia and Europe. By sharing intelligence globally, they can strike at the heart of the international demand. The conservationist work has garnered international acclaim, bringing much-needed attention to the unique challenges faced by African nations in protecting their wildlife from global predators. The cost of this work is personal. The Hero faces constant threats to his life and the safety of his family. He has lost friends and colleagues in the line of duty. The psychological weight of seeing so much death and cruelty is immense. Yet, he refuses to back down. His resilience is fueled by the belief that he is fighting for something greater than himself. This self-sacrifice is the hallmark of a true hero in the struggle for Nigerian environmental justice. Drones now buzz over the Nigerian canopy, providing a bird's-eye view of the landscape. The Hero uses these eyes in the sky to spot illegal logging and poaching camps from a safe distance. The high-resolution footage provides undeniable proof of criminal activity. This technological edge levels the playing field against the syndicates. It allows for faster response times and more accurate data collection, transforming the way conservation is practiced in West Africa and offering a blueprint for other nations. In city schools and rural classrooms, the Hero inspires the next generation of Nigerian environmentalists. He shows them that wildlife is a source of national pride, not just a commodity. By educating children, he is planting the seeds for long-term change. These young students are the future rangers, scientists, and lawmakers who will carry on the fight. Their enthusiasm and curiosity provide a much-needed boost of energy to a movement that often feels like an uphill battle against time. A coordinated raid on a major bushmeat market is a high-octane event. Police and conservationists move in tandem to seize illegal items and arrest traffickers. The chaos of the market provides a backdrop for the struggle between law and lawlessness. Amidst the shouting and the confusion, the hero remains focused on the mission. They recover dozens of protected species, proving that even the most established criminal hubs are not untouchable when the authorities take a firm, uncompromising stand. The ultimate goal is always the release. After months of rehabilitation, a group of pangolins is returned to a protected forest. The hero watches as they disappear into the undergrowth, finally free from the threat of cages and scales. This moment is the culmination of hundreds of hours of work and planning. It is a powerful reminder that while the trade is vast, individual lives can still be saved. The forest feels a little more complete with their return. The fight is far from over, and the conservationists cannot do it alone. He calls on the government to increase funding for wildlife protection and to close the loopholes in the legal system. He urges the public to stop buying products made from endangered species and to report suspicious activity. This is a call for a national awakening. Every Nigerian has a role to play in protecting their natural heritage. The time for apathy is over, the time for action is now. As the sun sets over the Nigerian horizon, the unsung hero continues his work. His story is one of great innovation and unwavering passion. He has proven that even in the face of massive criminal enterprises, one person can make a difference. The battle for Nigeria's wildlife is the battle for the soul of the nation. As long as there are those willing to stand and fight, there is hope for the wild. The legacy of protection is being written today.